Welcome back to my TV show. This is where I talk shit about Ashes of Creation and share some truths. If you're not ready to hear the truth, please leave. Okay. So, I've been following these guys for 7 years, and they would have to take a lot for me to pay for this game. And I think there's a lot of things that developers are probably doing well, but from my experience from following these guys, is that they spend hours talking about absolutely nothing. Nothing relevant, nothing. They talk about the small details of their little game, but they haven't done anything to convince us that it's better than any MMO that's already out there. Um, they will do like an hour stream of their tanks or their day-night cycle or their shitty quests or whatever. Um, but how is this better than Final Fantasy, WoW, Warhammer Online, Rift, WildStar? Uh, does this have a better art style than other MMOs that are already out? Does it? Does it have better combat? Does it have better nameplates, abilities, fluidity? Fluidity of the character is very important to keep players, and these characters need. If I was going to buy an MMO in 2025, it would have to be more fluid than WoW. They are saying this is a PvP game, but they've also advertised hardcore PvE raids and dungeons that will fluctuate with the node system. But I do not believe they will be able to sustain a PvE player base. If we're just going to do open world shit all the way to max level, and then we just have to keep doing open world shit to unlock a boss that changes randomly, um, I don't like that. So yeah, I've been subbed to their channel for 7 years, and I haven't seen a dungeon or a raid. I've seen uh, some environment art, and I've seen a dragon boss that looked like absolute shit. And you know, Guild Wars 2 had open world dragon bosses in like 2012, and this one looked worse and laggier. And my main complaint is that there's no vibe. There is They are so obsessed with their own small details that they've completely forgot to create a home like cozy atmosphere. Right now, it's just Unreal Engine assets put together, and they've tried to make the world as large as possible by like procedurally generating it or something to make it look really big or but it will lose its soul when you make the game too big with assets. Um, you know, a lot of MMOs feel like they've been beautifully designed to be a painting for your eyes, but this is just random assets that my IT friends put together in like 2 hours. And when they do these streams, do they want us to praise them? Like, should we be proud of you for this? Like, I understand, like, physically for a small indie team to do, but this is a MMO. We're talking about this as business. It has to last more than the first month when streamers are playing it. I've played Rift and WildStar, and they had amazing PvE content and PvP content, and they still couldn't last. And this looks worse than both of them without the art style or like fun. So yeah, what else? Yeah, like the questing. This is the Quest UI. It's like they're trying to advertise that they're going to be better and give the players what they want. Is this what the player wants? This generic go-to quest, do these boring text quests? It's like they've done nothing to get me invested in any story of the world, and there's no like theme or anything. It's just Unreal Engine assets and some indie devs doing the best they can to put something together. And 7 years, I haven't seen a raid or a dungeon. Um, that's concerning. I'm concerned that this guy doesn't see the bigger picture. Um, in their website. They promised like dungeons and raids and stuff. But yeah, I've been, what is this, a 40-minute stream just for a day and night cycle, 7 years into the fucking progress. It's like they haven't, like, designing the game all the way up to level 50, and then you need like a year's worth of content ready to go as well. How long is that gonna take? That'll take like 10 years. If this is all they've got this far along, I want 5 dungeons, 4 raids, already designed, ready to go. And they need to be better than WoW and Final Fantasy. I'm a customer. But this looks like fucking, like, I don't know, some fucking random Steam project from like 2011. I played Rift of Wildstar and I find the graphics better in those games. I like action bars and abilities and healing. I played healing in a lot of MMOs, so I need the healing text and the healing to be faster and more smooth and fun than what I've already played in the past. But this is just clunky, random, random stuff. It looks like, I don't know, like The Elder Scrolls Online, but worse or something. What do you guys think? I probably missed a few things, but yes, the developers talk, and they end up in like hug boxing each other with this like fucking fake positivity or whatever, and they get excited about these really, like, the devs when they have their live streams, they get excited about really small, like, cute detail. That's always a red flag when developers on the live streams are just like talking about random cute details and trying to show like, oh, this is a mountain. Oh, look at this ability. Oh. So it's like, calm the fuck down. Where's the fucking hardcore dungeon that's gonna blow my socks off? And yeah, it doesn't really matter what you say because commenters will say, oh, it's alpha. Yeah, I played the Rift Alpha and the Rift Beta and the Wildstar Alpha, and they were fucking amazing. But there's no vibe to this game. No vibe at all. My only honest suggestion would be to make the combat text more fun, would be add icons next to the text, like for every ability. The yellow damage text that comes up, if you add like the ability icon when every time you hit a mob. They did that in Rift, and you can do it in WoW with add-ons. If they did that, that would be moderately satisfying. Um, but yes, these abilities are just way too extra, and it's like action, sort of combat-y, but players just want to spam the fuck out of their abilities and not be in a complete lag, you know, epilepsy fest. And these guys are playing, these guys have like fucking big rigs, 34-inch rigs, gaming PCs. Not everyone does. So Unreal Engine 5, all those crazy abilities going everywhere on some shitty laggy dragon open world boss. It's just like, it's like shit. I think the developers need a wake up call. They need more color, more trees, like more colorful trees and flowers and vibrancy and magic. Um, yes, it looks less colorful than my afternoon nature walks. And yeah, we have standards. Also, I don't give a fuck about the node system. I just want to get to max level and do end game content as soon as possible.